Batten will have to square off against the man from the north. Oh, there he is. Test of strength. Look at that. Power. The arms of Crawford. There, he's a little braggadocio there. Was that a tag or not?
No, Rick St. James. There's been a tag. I'd have been in there.
Oh.
Look at Crawford throwing him around like he's a rag doll.
I tell you, right now, Crawford is showing he has superior upper body strength. Well, let's see what Battens can do against. Oh, there's a forearm. Another one.
There they go, 2-on-1 again.
Off the ropes. Clothesline. Same measure. Same result. Get up, says Batten. I think Jaggers wants to take a timeout.
No, we just know what they're doing, Rick St. James. They're 2-on-1 against us, and we know it. Everybody else knows it. We're going to get it. We're going to get it together here. We're going to take them.
Oh, an atomic smash, and Crawford goes barreling into his partner. Now they're both in sad shape.
I'll tell you something, man. This is despicable to have two guys that claim to be world tag team champions to come out here and try to double team people.
Double teaming. Well, there is a team. There are two teams out there. I agree with you that far.
Well, I'll tell you something. It's just disgusting, despicable to think that they would be classified as world-class competition when they sit there and they have two guys on one.
You know, Bobby, I think everybody wants to know what exactly you got for Christmas.
My two front teeth.
Yeah. How about that, folks? Right now, collar and elbow and... Whoa!
Now you saw that. Now you saw that yourself right there, didn't you, Rick St. James?
Very quick move by
Did
Batten.
you see what happened right there?
Yes. Batten is very quick, very observant.
I'll tell you, that's despicable. Somebody get away from that. Get away with that in professional wrestling. That just goes to show you the leniency of the referee.
I don't know. Big Kingo doesn't look like he's leaning to me, but right now, look at that. Oh, Jagger's in illegally.
Did you see the tag, right? You saw the tag, right? Did you see the tag?
Well,
there's the tag right there.
I'll tell you what, the referee saw it, and that's what counts.
You see that? You're seeing the tags. That's all you got to see is tags. That's called tag team wrestling.
Right now, test of strength once more. I'll tell you, Batten surprisingly.
Right there's another tag. See that? And if he's so dumb he doesn't know what's going on in the wrestling ring, he shouldn't be in it.
I'll tell you, El Big King goes right on top of everything. He's watching everything closely. Right now, it looks like Batten is getting out of that. Oh,
there's another tag, Rick St. James. See that?
Okay, this is a very legal
tag
double
team wrestling.
Very
That's
legal.
right. Tag team wrestling. Thank you.
Very
beautiful headlock takedown. Oh, he pulled down Crawford's hair to get him in the head scissors. You saw that.
And Crawford can't get out of him either.
Well, I'll tell you something. You saw right there what happened.
So now the Batten concentrating on Crawford. Oh, very
beautiful
nice
move by Dan Crawford.
Very nice escape by Crawford.
That's right. Nice move by Dan Crawford. You got him in a surfboard, man. He's going to take him surfing a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
This is a test of strength also, you know.
Got a lot of nice beaches in Puerto Rico. And Crawford right now, I'm sure has been to a few. Trying to surf, but look at this reversal by Batten. Now that's got to surprise you, Bobby.
Well, that's got to surprise you, and then he puts the knee in the back to get the added leverage, you know, which also helps along there. Another one. See, they didn't make a tag, ladies and gentlemen. You saw a minute ago, Dan Crawford and I were legally tagging in and out. But as you saw right there was no tag.
I don't know about that. The referee...
Rick, you don't know nothing, do you? They did not tag right there, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but the referee hasn't said anything.
The ref... now, see, is there a tag there, Rick St. James? No. And all I'm doing is explaining to that referee that they're not tagging in and out.
Gee, I'm sorry. I just dropped the paper here. I was picking it up. I didn't notice it. But
what, had your phone number written on it so you know how to call home?
They look exactly alike, Bobby. I can't...
They're not tagging. See, they are not tagging in and out. They are not... Me and Dan Crawford were tagging in and out. Now, look, the referee makes them change. Look at this.
See, yeah, Vikingo's right on top of everything. See, there you go. He caught that.
Yo, he didn't catch him. They didn't. You're despicable, Rick St. James, along with the referee.
Well, right now it's a surfboard. Crawford's trying to get out of. Trying to reverse it. Yeah. Oh,
complete 360. Yeah, that'll tell you something right there. Now there goes the surfboard again.
That's an excellent move by Battens, I tell you. The Battens right now really look like champions.
What are you talking about? They haven't made a legal tag all night.
Looking like world champions to me, brother.
To you, Rick St. James. The real world tag team champions are right there. Dan Crawford and myself. You saw our tag team work. You saw us legally tagging in and out.
You mean the uncrowned? Oh, wow. I can hardly believe that, and I saw it. Oh, incredible move. Now, Crawford smashing Jaggers. Now he goes up to the second rope. Oh, I tell you, you're being done in by your own partner there, Bobby. Look at that. Out of the ring goes Jaggers.
Well, as you can see, yeah, the Battens there, they're acting crazy and going bananas. You know, the referee, this is the, I don't even want to talk about it, Rick St. James.
Hey, with friends like that, you don't need enemies, Bobby.
That's ridiculous, Rick St. James. What you just witnessed right there was not tag team wrestling.
Yeah, what was it?
It was just a mistake. You know, even the greatest tag teams in the world make mistakes.
Very big mistake there by Dandy Dan Crawford. Apparently, the Jaggers, the time they have spent absent from each other in the ring is telling right now against the back.
Well, that's exactly what happened.
Oh, thank you. Now the referee establishing a count. He's legal. Establishing a count on Jaggers. He's the legal man outside the ring. He tags, but you can't.
Well, you know, I took
outside.
3 brutal blows there, you know.
Well, maybe you should consider giving up. No more.
Yeah, but what are you talking about? We never give up, brother. We never give up. We'll just keep going forward, baby. We're going to beat these boys and show them that we are the World Tag Team Champions.
Oh, Jaggers looks like he's running home. Trying to get away. Now the fans are getting on their nerves, I'm sure, because they don't like to see this, especially from people who brag as much as Jaggers and Crawford, former Caribbean Tag Team champions, now in search of the World Championship, held by those men right there.
They'd win the World Championship, Rick St. James, if they'd put the belts on the line.
Well, you don't even want to get in the ring with them.
Sure we do.
Well, let's see. Now Jaggers finally back inside. Uh-oh, a little bit of discussion there. A little bit of falling out there with Crawford, I see. Is that possible? Jags, is that possible?
No, it's not possible, Rick St. James.
I'll tell you, avoiding the issue. Now, Jaggers clotheslines Crawford. Uh-oh, he's down for the count. Come on, ref. One, two. Whoa, he could have counted to 75, but he was late. So now it's Crawford who's outside, and he's in trouble.
He's not in trouble, Rick St. James. You know, we just had a problem here. Like you say, you know, Dan and I have been apart for a while. We're having a little communication problem. We'll iron those out, Rick St. James. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us, because we'll be back in just a minute.
And we're back with holiday greetings and lots of action in this tag team battle. Right there, you see, the Jayhawks are doing each other more than the Battens are. Wonder why that could be, Bobby.
I already explained to you, Rick St. James, but your head's so thick, nothing will sink in. Well, number one, we are a little bit rusty. We haven't been together in a long time, as Capital Sports Promotions scared to put us together because they know that we'd run roughshod over all the second-rate Puerto Rican wrestlers around. Number two, Dandy has been tag team with a few other people. He's a little rusty. I've been doing a lot of individual matches. I'm a little rusty. Now, you understand that, Rick St. James?
I thought Crawford was off the island.
He was off the island, man. I don't know what he came back for.
Lately, he's been seen a lot with Tom on the Islander.
That's right.
Well, However that goes right now, Crawford seems to have gained the upper hand. Oh, until that move. Bad move, Crawford. Look at Dandy Dan. Now he's probably knocked his shoulder out of whack. And I'll tell you, he's been his own worst enemy and yours as well in this match.
Well, Dan's just young and a little excitable, and he's having a little bit of a problem. He'll get back on track. He's a great athlete.
Well, yeah, what's your excuse, Bobby?
I have no excuse, Rick St. James. I hang around with non-athletes like you and our producer and our director.
Well, that could be true.
That is true,
Right
Rick
now,
St. James.
I'm
The only thing athletic ever about you is you had athlete's feet at one time.
That's true. But I've never seen the Jayhawks in this mode, if you know what I mean.
I already explained to you what's happened, man. We've been apart for 2 months. For 2 months, that takes a lot off of a great tag team. Don't worry, brother. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. You know what I mean?
The once proud and feared champions of the Caribbean.
We are still proud and feared.
Well, let's see. They can demonstrate that inside the square circle right now. Squaring off.
You know something, Rick St. James? We prove that every night on this rock. Anywhere we wrestle, we prove we're great wrestlers. Every night. What do you do every night that's great?
I go home and I'm a nice, very nice person. Well, hey, some people are excited for Mark.
You're really leaving your mark on society, St. James.
Well, fans, there you see
right there. You saw him throw Danny Dan Crawford over the top rope to the floor.
Jayhawk turning tail,
which is illegal, which is a disqualification. But since they're the tag team champions of the world and the World Wrestling Council, they get away with stuff like that.
Talk, Jayhawks aren't looking so high flying right now. The Battens have had it all their way in this match.
Oh, yeah, they've double-teamed. They've thrown guys over the top rope. They broke rule after rule after rule.
I thought you were going to tell me they triple-teamed.
No.
Oh, they're twins. Right now, Crawford stopping on the neck.
That was a nice move by Danny Dan Crawford.
Absolutely, you would think so. Tag in comes Jaggers. Look at this. Oh!
You like that, huh?
Slam and body smash.
See, if the referee would have got there a little quicker, we had a pin right there. You know that. We had him beat.
What do you call that maneuver there?
That's called just a big old belly bumper and a big elbow, Daddy.
Well, like batting sandwich and a squish there. Right now, this is the choke. Come on. Break it, the referee says. But now, what's this? Crawford and the other batten are getting into it. Meanwhile, Jaggers continues the punishment.
That's right. I'll tell you something, Rick St. James. I always continue punishment. I'm always beating people up.
Looks like you were mouthing off at one of the battens there.
Well, you know how the battens are. They can't control their temper, so I just had to go there and tell him to shut up. See, all I want is that man to get up and act like a man. You know, be mano-mano, brother.
Well, right now, you see, Batten is down, and Jagger's going to take full advantage, as you see there, with a haymaker.
Right, that's full advantage. It's one-on-one, Rick St. James. When it's one-on-one, I excel, baby.
Oh, well, look at your partner in the corner there, huh?
Oh, my partner, he's not doing that. Hey, we're doing the same thing they were doing a little while ago.
Look at that stretcheroo.
That's called you choke him on the rope, brother, and you pull his feet up underneath him so you know darn well you're choking him good.
A lot of punishment now.
Now, see, the guys that were making mistakes and their timing was off a little while ago, they're looking in the driver's seat right now, huh?
Nice posing from Dan Crawford.
Oh, yeah, you know, he went down to some bodybuilding tournament a couple weeks ago. You know, Hugo Savinovich was the announcer down there, and they wanted Crawford to get up. They say he'd been the best body in the whole island.
I don't know. I'm going to check on that. I'm going to check on that and get back to you.
Well, I saw the guy that won, man. Believe me, I'd come in second place.
Oh, my. 1, 2, oh, there. You almost got caught by an excellent wrestling move.
I'll tell you something, that was a good wrestling move, but did you notice the power of kicking out that I had?
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I powered out of that, brother. Pure power strength, man. All the power lifters and the bodybuilders out there, they know what I'm talking about, man.
Cross the two.
A lot of amino acids.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, we got him beat right there, Danny. Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Any referee in the United States would have counted 3.
2.
Any referee in the United States would have counted 3.
Okay, but we're not in the United States.
This goes to show you down here you're $1 short and a dime late, man.
Well, you know as well as I do.
There we are, Rick St. James. And you said something about we were making mistakes a while ago. We look pretty good precision team right now. Count them, 1, 2, 3. The bell rang. The bell rang. You know what happened, Rick St. James? Time limit, 20-minute time limit. And I'll tell you something, this match is the end of the draw. But the Battens, they want to beat us up. Look at this. These guys are really goofs. They're crazy people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. We'll be back with this international feud in just a minute.
Hércules Ayala, más vale que vayas empaquetando bien tus maletas, porque el día 6 de enero te sacamos de los cuadriláteros puertorriqueños y posiblemente te saquemos de la isla de Puerto Rico. Porque esa poca vergüenza que tú has hecho, eso es lo último. Ya es mucho, ya son muchas las pocas vergüenzas que tú has hecho y tienes que pagar esto. Y eso va a ser el día 6 de enero cuando logres derrotarte y sacarte de Puerto Rico de una vez y para siempre. Así que Hércules Ayala, el día 6 de enero, dile adiós a Puerto Rico.
Capitol Sports Promotions presenta las superestrellas de la lucha libre celebrando el Día de Reyes, viernes 6 de enero a las 8:30 de la noche en la lucha estelar por el campeonato universal. El que pierda esta lucha no podrá luchar más en Puerto Rico y tiene que haber un ganador. Cuando el acróbata de Puerto Rico, Carlitos Colón, defiende ante Hércules Ayala por el campeonato del Caribe. Rambo Ronsal reta al terror de Jason el Terrible por el campeonato de Norteamérica. CNC reta al monstruo la máquina Abdullah the Butcher. El francés Rick Martel se enfrenta al gigante de Uganda, The Great Kamala, en revancha por el campeonato mundial en parejas. Los gemelos Battle retan a Tama the Islander y el Dandy Don Crawford. Rufus R. Jones se enfrenta a Kiki Star por el campeonato mundial junior completo. Ricky Santana reta al profe. Los enanitos en acción. Strongman Frank Burns y The Magnificent Martin se enfrentan a The Masked Midget y Butch Cassidy por el campeonato del Caribe en parejas. Huracán Castillo Jr. y Miguelito Pérez se enfrentan al nuevo Ninja Express, Sasaki-san y Mr. Pogo y otras grandes superestrellas. Ringside $15, Falco $10, entrada general $9, menores de 11 años $2. Los boletos estarán a la venta el viernes 6 de enero desde las 10 de la mañana en el Monumental Coliseo Roberto Clemente. Habrá regalos y posters para los niños. Ven y celebra el Día de Reyes en el Coliseo Roberto Clemente a las 8:30.
And here we are back in your living room, fans, with another fantastic international feud this time between a man down from down under, that's Don Kent, against Victor Jovica from Yugoslavia.
That's right, Yugoslavia living in Puerto Rico. Boy, he's really batting 0 for 3, isn't he?
And then you've got the international El Vikingo from El Salvador.
No, he's from close to Puerto Rico. He come over on one of those Dominican boats, man.
I'll be sure and tell him that personally.
Well, I tell him every time I see him, man. He knows what I think of him, brother. Believe me.
And what do you think of Jovica?
Jovica, I already told you, man. He's batting 0 for 3. Number 1, Czechoslovakia. Number 2, living in Puerto Rico. Gee, man, you can't get any lower than that, brother.
And what do you think of Don Kent?
Don Kent's a fantastic guy. My roommate, El Kangaroo, one of the greatest tag teams in the world at one time with the Fabulous Kangaroos, and guess who they were?
Don Kent?
Don Kent and Al Costello, one of the greatest old-timers of all time.
Well, right now, a lot of veteranship, you can call it that, a lot of experience in that ring.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'd say all 3 of those guys' age totals up there in the hundreds, brother.
Oh, my. Side headlock by Victor Jovica, in control now.
One thing about Don Kent, you know, he's a thinking man's wrestler. He's always thinking about what he's going to do, how he's going to do it. Now, like, Jovica here's got a headlock on him, but that's not phasing Don Kent. See, Don Kent's thinking 3 or 4 moves ahead. Oh, now, I don't think Don Kent was planning that move out. I think
that's using your head, Bobby.
That got his attention, yeah.
And back to the side headlock. Hey, Jovica has a size advantage in this match.
Well, Jovica, you know, he had that serious back operation.
Yes.
And after he had that serious back operation, you know, they wouldn't let him gain a lot of weight back because that puts pressure on your back. But Jovica is definitely the taller man and the thicker man. Let's put it that way. But Don Kent is definitely the aggressor.
But Jovica hasn't missed many meals, though.
Oh, no, I'm just saying Jovica is thinner now than he has been in the past because of that back operation. I think Jovica is staying in better shape now than he did before.
Well, if you say so, Bobby.
If I say so, you know darn well it's true.
Yeah. Side headlock by Jovica. And Don Kent right now trying to get to his feet. Oh, we got there. Rude awakening.
That was an illegal move, as you saw there. You saw a very illegal move.
A little rabbit punch.
That's not a rabbit punch. It's a right to the jaw, man. That's not a rabbit punch.
Well, see, Victor Jovica's a lefty, so it doesn't count.
No, okay, doesn't count. Yeah, that's your way of keeping score in professional wrestling, right? Well, let me tell you something. Don Kent, man, there's a rough and tough character. You watch front face lock right there in the turnbuckle.
And one feature of this match is that these men have battled many times, and therefore they have a history. And I'll tell you, both of these men would like to get the W in the column.
Well, they've never had really a clear-cut victory in this feud like you say that they've had going around Puerto Rico. There's never been a clear-cut victory. There's always been a few little errors here, errors there, if you know what I mean. And I know Don Kent wants to get it off his mind. He wants to, you know, one time for all, just beat Jovica right in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, and I'm sure Jovica wants to do the same to him, which will never happen, Jovica.
A little bit of international bragging rights right here. And so far, Jovica off the ropes now, shoulder block.
Well, you got to admit one thing. Don Kent really hasn't.
Oh, look at that.
Hasn't mounted an offense here. He's been a defensive wrestler up to now.
Absolutely, the offensive belonged completely to Victor Jovica.
Yeah, but see, sometimes you can lull an opponent to sleep by letting him get overconfident in the match too. Maybe that's what Don Kent's doing. Did you ever think that, Rick St. James?
Are you saying he'd sort of start off slow and then come on strong?
That's right, baby.
That's possible. Let's see.
Or you give a guy like Jovica a little bit of confidence. You know, he's not much of a confident guy anyhow, you know.
Jovica?
No, yeah, that's true. So if you give him a little confidence, then maybe he'll make that fatal mistake.
I don't know.
He's the kind of guy you got to park your car by if you want to see him. You know what I mean?
We've seen many a win from Jovica right here on Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
No, that's just one match that we played over and over.
Oh, please. Bobby, mind your manners. This is holidays.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Happy New Year! I can't wait for that day. That's my favorite holiday.
Well,
and the 5 Kings Day, man, that's great, too.
It's 3 Kings.
It's what?
Never mind.
It's what?
Jovica maintains the advantage right now. Looks like he's complaining to the referee that his trunks was grabbed.
No, his trunks weren't grabbed. Here goes Don. Oh, right there. He had a whole handful of Don Kent's hair. You saw it, I saw it, and the wrestling fans in Carolina saw it.
I don't know if Don Kent...
The only person on this island that didn't see it is El Domo, El Refereo, El Vikino.
I could just tell, Bobby. I don't think Don Kent has that much hair to grab.
I tell you, I saw it, man. What do you think I'm doing? There's a nice knee. Nice, good knee.
Knee left by. Don Kent turns it in his favor now. Now he's showing a little offensive here by the Aussie. Don Kent pounding on the chest of Jovica. He's getting a count from Vikingo, but right now, Don Kent knows perfectly how to handle the ropes and everything else.
That's right. Don Kent knows his way around that wrestling ring, brother. He uses it like a second home, as you can see, brother. And you tell, even those people in ringside in Carolina are amazed at the strength and the ferocity of Don Kent. El Kangaroo.
Right now, he's demonstrating that fact with Victor Jovica. Pounding on him. I tell you, Victor Jovica can take a good punch.
Victor Jovica can take a good punch. Yeah, let's see. There you go. Big forearm, baby. Come on. Hit him on that big chest, Don Kent.
Oh, there's a left from Jovica. Both men exchanging punches now. Oh, look at those haymakers.
Oh, there's an illegal move by Jovica. See, Jovica wrestle the man. Come on, you barrio Czechoslovakian Puerto Rican street fighter.
Very disorientating when you get your eyes raked that way.
Well, heck, it just continues the whole train of thought. Ooh, there's a low blow.
Well, that might be one problem, thinking too much. Right now, Jovica's got an atomic blast coming up. Look at that. Oh, my. Now Kent smashes his head against the turnbuckle. And I tell you, that's a double whopper right there.
Well, Jovica here just, there you go. Now Don giving some of his own medicine. Big right hands. Here you go, Don. Give him that neck breaker, baby. Oh! Jovica grabbed the rope.
Very slick move by Jovica, grabbing the rope And Don Kent hit himself. Uh-oh, now knee lift. And slowly but surely, Jovica pounding on Kent, taking the advantage. You can actually see,
big knee right there by Don Kent. Here it is, baby. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's it, baby, isn't it? Oh, his foot's on the rope, man. Gee, Don, turn around, Don. Turn around.
He thought he won this match. Now he's rolled up.
2, 3. Oh.
Jovica takes it away from Don Kent. There's your winner.
Boy, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you something. Jovica pulled a trick out of the bag that time. But I'll tell you what, we'll be right back with Wrestling Inquirer for this week.
Carlos Colón, hoy 26 de diciembre te voy a dar un mensaje muy importante, y es que el 6 de enero tienes que estar en el Coliseo Roberto Clemente exponiendo tu título universal frente al único campeón universal que ha tenido la historia en el mundo entero, Hércules Ayala. Así que, señor Carlos Colón, señor, para que te sientas bien negro, baboso y asqueroso, Hércules Ayala tiene un mensaje para ti.
Carlos Colón, ahora tú estarás gozando que has sido campeón en 6 ocasiones, campeón universal. Pero fíjate, no va a ser por mucho tiempo, porque todo el mundo sabe que Hércules Ayala ha sido campeón 3 veces universal. Así que, Carlos Colón, voy a buscar la 4ª victoria y el día 6 de enero la voy a conseguir. Y fíjate cómo voy a conseguir esta victoria retirándote, Carlos Colón, porque ya tú sobras, ya tú me tienes hastiado, ya tú no puedes estar aquí, porque Carlos Colón, este es el monarca, este es el número 1. Lo estás viendo y sé que me estás viendo esta entrevista, Carlos Colón. Y estás bien nervioso, pero el día 6, ves tranquilo, Carlos Colón, porque tienes que sacar pasaje para que te largue, porque Hércules Ayala va a estar mucho tiempo aquí en Puerto Rico.
Exactamente, Carlos Colón. Yo sé que Carlos Colón no has tenido navidades porque has terminado muy fuerte, pero Carlos Colón, aquí estás viendo al nuevo campeón universal. Bye bye, Carlos Colón.
Capitol Sports Promotions presenta las superestrellas de la lucha libre celebrando el Día de Reyes, viernes 6 de enero a las 8:30 de la noche en la lucha estelar por el campeonato universal. El que pierde esta lucha no podrá luchar más en Puerto Rico y tiene que haber un ganador. Cuando el acróbata de Puerto Rico, Carlitos Colón, defiende ante Hércules Ayala por el campeonato del Caribe. Rambo Ronsal reta al terror de Jason el Terrible por el campeonato de Norteamérica. TNC reta al monstruo, la máquina Abdullah the Butcher. El francés Rick Martel se enfrenta al gigante de Uganda, The Great Kamala. En revancha por el campeonato mundial en parejas, los gemelos Batten retan a Tama the Islander y el Dandy Don Crawford. Rufus R. Jones se enfrenta a Chiqui Star por el campeonato mundial junior completo. Ricky Santana reta al profe. Los enanitos en acción, Strongman Frank Burns y The Magnificent Martin se enfrentan a The Masked Midget y Butch Cassidy por el campeonato del Caribe en parejas. Huracán Castillo Jr. y Miguelito Pérez se enfrentan al nuevo Ninja Express, Sasaki-san y Mr. Pogo y otras grandes superestrellas. Ringside $15, Falco $10, entra la general $9, menores de 11 años $2. Los boletos estarán a la venta el viernes 6 de enero desde las 10 de la mañana en el monumental Coliseo Roberto Clemente. Habrá regalos y posters para los niños. Ven y celebra el Día de Reyes en el Coliseo Roberto Clemente a las 8:30.
Fans, this week the Wrestling Inquirer makes you a witness of what happened to Rambo Ron Starr in an interview with his cousin Chiqui Starr. The second man in is Hercules Ayala with a chain, and you can see that they have beat up Ron Starr, and he is in bad shape. Fans, this has been our Wrestling Inquirer for this week.
Bienvenidos al Profe Wrestling Class. Siguen las fiestas, siguen las parrandas en todo Puerto Rico y yo sigo celebrando. ¿Celebrando qué? El gran año que voy a tener en la Real Academia del Profe. Este va a ser el año más grande en la historia de la Real Academia del Profe. Además de todas las adquisiciones que he tenido, tengo una nueva pareja, la nueva versión del Ninja Express, el Ninja Express 89. Mr. Pogo, un veterano que ustedes todos conocen, es campeón mundial, es campeón de muchos lugares del mundo. Se une ahora a Sasaki-san. ¿Quién es Sasaki-san? Un misterio. En Puerto Rico no lo conocen, pero en Japón es un hombre que a pesar de su juventud, es un veterano de más de 10 años en el campo de la lucha libre profesional. Entró de niño a entrenar lucha libre. Es un hombre que conoce todos los secretos de la lucha libre. Un hombre violento, artes marciales, lucha olímpica, lucha sumo. Un hombre que conoce todos los secretos de la lucha libre y que unido a Mr. Pogo para el Ninja Express de 89 y guiado por el gran maestro de maestros, el Profe, el hombre que todo lo sabe y que ha guiado a las mejores parejas a grandes títulos, va a ser la cima, la mejor pareja que ustedes hayan visto. Así que el 6 de enero, vean cómo son destrozados Miguelito Pérez y Huracán Castillo Jr. Y de paso le quitamos el campeonato del Caribe, porque ya no hay nada que puedan esos niños enfrentarse al Profe y su Real Academia. La lección de hoy ha terminado.
Capital Sports Promotion.
Fans of Fajardo all over the island, I want you to write to us and tell us exactly what you think of Hangman Bobby Jaggers. Yes, you can write to Caribbean Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 8900, Santurce, Puerto Rico 00910.
How about that, Rick St. James? You got it all out. You know, Fajardo's a penal colony around here. You know that, so don't talk about Fajardo too much. Let me tell you something about the main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hercules Ayala, the biggest and baddest Puerto Rican of them all, going against none other than Freight Train. Good times. Rear shaking, arm waving, Rufus R. Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the main event.
And there we are with Rufus R. Jones. And Rufus backwards is tougher. He's got those plans for Hercules Ayala, but I tell you, mighty big man that he's going up against.
Yeah, Hercules is a big man, you know. Big men do what they want, where they want, and when they want to do it. Hercules is my kind of take-charge guy, you know. That's why he's a friend of mine.
Look at the chain now. Finally, the referee gets it away from Hercules. He's a dangerous man with
Well, you know, no, he's dangerous with that chain, man. That chain is a symbol to Hercules Ayala and to the people that he wrestles of his strength.
Look at that! Hercules blinded by the hand speed.
I must warn, this is PG, parental guidance for children under 13.
Please, he's talking about the candy man there.
I'm talking about Rufus R. Jones,
That's
man.
right.
Get out here shaking, wiggling around like that.
He is fast on his feet.
I think his inner desire is to be a Chippendale dancer.
It's possible. Right now, Hercules can't decipher the style at all. Now he goes outside. See?
Well, no, what Rufus R. Jones is doing here is he's confusing Hercules Ayala. Hercules Ayala, ex-Universal Heavyweight Champion, the man that beats Carlos Colon, the man that owns Carlos Colon, Hercules Ayala. So now what Hercules is doing is he knows exactly what's going on. He's going to let Rufus dance himself till he's tired. You ever see these people at discos when they dance so long they can't move no more? You know, like some little girls, you know.
I've seen you. Yeah, I've seen you.
I danced the night away, baby.
Jam-packed crowd there in Carolina on there.
Sure was. I was in the main event, Rick St. James.
I slightly doubt that.
Oh, you doubt that? It's a proven fact. I was one of the main events. Remember Rick St. James?
Yes.
When I was a Puerto Rican heavyweight champion, Rick St. James?
Was.
I was one of the main events, Rick St. James. Don't doubt it, boy.
That was not the main event, though.
I didn't say it was the main event. I said one of the main events.
Well, right. You're possibly right because it had the Rookie of the Year in it, Ricky Santana.
Had the Rookie of the Year underneath it, too, when I got done.
Gee, I think he won that match, however.
I don't think he did, Rick St. James. How about that?
The current Puerto Rican champion, Ricky Santana. Right now, side headlock by Hercules and Chicky's not ringside.
No, Chicky's not a ringside because they don't think of Rufus R. Jones as being that much of a threat.
Oh, that might be a mistake.
No, I think it's probably pretty close, fair to middle and right. Rufus, oh, come on. Hercules is strong, baby. He had him, too. So he's got to have grease on them ears.
You tell him, Rufus.
I think, oh.
There's the referee. He didn't find anything. Absolutely nothing there.
I'll tell you, I don't know.
Tongue tie.
I don't know.
Yes. Right now, Hercules had better start wrestling. Forget about complaining. The plate department is in the rear.
Well, I'm telling you something. To me, I think this is just despicable.
Well, no, it's not despicable because we have to talk about it because the fans want to know. They just need to know. Inquiring minds, you know.
Well, I'll tell you, inquiring minds want to know. We'll watch Wrestling Inquirer next week.
Well, there it is right now. Rufus R. Jones showing what makes him top wrestler. All those moves.
I told you, down deep inside, he wants to be a Chippendale.
Right now, might have picked the wrong character to mess with.
See, I think Hercules got it right. He's got grease on that hair, brother. You know, he got that gel stuff they put on their head to make their hair slick back. I think that's what he's got on his head.
Don't you think the referee wouldn't notice that?
Not El Viquino, El Domo, El Rio. You know, we ain't seen Ricky Vargas, Benitez, Lopez, Gomez, Gonzalez, Hernandez, and Fernandez this week.
Oh, that's true. I wonder where he is. Gee, you might be onto something there.
That's right, brother.
And all that.
Let me tell you something, brother. Yeah.
No,
Look at that. See, Rufus R. Jones, the man's in the ropes. You got to give the man a legal break when he's in the ropes like that.
Rufus,
but he don't want it.
R. Jones, I'll tell you right now, has come up against a tough character, and I tell you, a very big character in Hercules.
That's right. Hercules is the biggest and strongest man around. Look at that right hand. Look at that right hand.
Right now, Hercules. Oh, elbow smash.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, with this great main event. Hercules Ayala, the strongest man in Puerto Rico, versus Rufus Good Time Jones.
Strongest man in a lot of places, I'll tell you that much.
That's right, you know, but he's centrally located here in Puerto Rico, you know?
Caribbean, how about that?
Caribbean, baby, how about that?
Hey,
you know, Hercules, man, he's my good old buddy. He's from Bayamon, you know, Bayamon over there. And he is one heck of a tough guy.
Another tough guy is Rufus R. Jones right now. Seems to be getting the worst of it. But at any moment, Rufus R. Jones can explode, erupt into action. There it is! Hard right by Rufus. Another one. Stops Hercules in his tracks. Turns him around. Double haymaker. Look at the unorthodox moves of Rufus R. Jones putting some hurt on Hercules.
That's right. You know, Rufus R. Jones, a lot of low blows, a lot of closed fists there. It's not a boxing match. It's a wrestling match. El Viquino, El Domo referee ain't doing nothing about it.
Peppering the face of Hercules. Oh, my. Oh, look at Hercules going for the trunk. He's got brass knuckles. Oh, no. Referee hasn't seen this. The fans certainly have seen it. What's he going to do? He goes into the corner. Oh, comes off. Cole cocks him with the brass knuckles. And the referee saw it. Calling for the bell. He's declared Rufus the winner.
Hercules Ayala, ladies and gentlemen, just knocked Rufus R. Jones out with a right cross. Some of his own medicine, and El Viquino, El Domo of Rio disqualified. This is despicable. And guess who your winner is? Rufus R. Jones. Oh, come on, Rick St. James. You saw it, and I'll show it to you again right here. Here comes Rufus R. Jones in the corner. Boom! There's Hercules Ayala. And what do? They disqualify him.
That's what happens when you listen to Chicky Star. Fans, we'll be right back. Boy, I'll tell you that Rufus R. Jones has more moves than Edie's Chacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, Hercules Ayala and Rufus R. Jones. You haven't seen the last of it, believe me. But I'll tell you something. Next week, we go bigger and better. We go to World Wrestling Council World Tag Team Title Match. Right here, brother. Right here on my program. Right, Rick?
Absolutely. It's going to be Tama the Islander and a man you know very well, Dandy Dan Crawford, teaming up to challenge Brad and Bart, the Batten twins, for that title. We'll also have the Wrestling Inquirer and El Profe's wrestling class, as always, in Spanish. So then, for this man, I'm Rick St. James. Good night and may God bless.
Goodbye, everybody!
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. everyone, and welcome to Caribbean Championship Wrestling. I'm Rick St. James to bring you an action-packed hour of the best wrestling in the world. If you recall, last week I promised we'd have a brand new host right here next to me, and boy, do we have one. The kid is hot tonight. Come on in here, Ricky Santana. This is your new host also, the World Junior Heavyweight Champion. How you feeling tonight, Ricky?
I'm feeling real good. You know, first of all, let me say it's an honor and a pleasure to be out here with the legendary Rick St. James. I want to say a special hello to all the people across the U.S. and the fans down in Puerto Rico, and a special hello to all those fans in Trinidad and Tobago.
Well, that's great, Rick. I tell you, I feel a little underdressed, but never mind. Why do you say we go to highlights?
Sure, well, I just want to show these people these highlights right now.
Let's go. Leading off for the Caribbean Tag Team titles, it's Miguelito Perez and Hurricane Castillo Jr. against Mr. Pogo and Sasaki-san, the Ninja Express.
And in this action-filled match, it'll be Samu taking on the infamous Dr. Death.
Up next, it'll be the Wrestling Inquirer with the latest information in the feud between Carlitos Colon and Jason the Terrible.
And of course, always, Profits Wrestling Class.
Then our main event will be Hangman Bobby Jaggers versus the King, Rufus R. Jones. And now, let's go to our first match. And fans, we're ringside at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum, packed house, to see one of the stellar matches here. The champions at the time of this match were Miguelito and Hurricane. The challengers, Mr. Pogo and Sasaki-san, a newcomer, a young man who already has a number of wins under his belt. And Ricky, you can tell us more about that.
That's right. The new Ninja Express, Sasaki-san and Pogo. Sasaki-san has made a great impression here since coming to the World Wrestling Council. And right now, both teams are feeling each other out, being that this is a championship match.
El Profe is the manager, the Devious One. El Profe, manager of the Ninja Express. You always seen him ringside shouting instructions, advice, and doing a number of other things, as you know.
Yes, you always have to keep an eye on the Prophet. He's that third man in that ring if you consider him a man himself.
Right now it's Miguelito Perez. Look at the exchange between these two men. Very even, but Miguelito comes out on top. Leg drop now on the arm of Mr. Pogo.
That's it. If you notice, Miguelito and Castillo, they're tagging in and out. They keep moving at all times, trying to slow down this Ninja Express.
Absolutely. The name of the game now, it's Hurricane. In there quickly on the same body part, you see. They're punishing that left arm of Pogo.
That's it. The psychology behind that, Rick St. James, is if you can slow down your opponent by utilizing one of his appendages, then you have the advantage at that given point in time.
Well, right now, the advantage is for the Latin Connection. Now back on top is Miguelito Profe shouting his protestations. Sasaki-san yet to come in the ring.
If you notice there, Miguelito is keeping Mr. Pogo down on the mat, and that's one of the rules of thumb of wrestling, is to keep your opponent on the mat at all times.
And there you see the quick exchange by the Latin Connection. Very fast, without a tag even.
And I'm sure El Prophet's screaming to the referee that there was no tag being made, and Miguelito is asking the fans, and of course, they see that there was a tag.
Well, you know, Ricky, El Profe's men doing a lot of that themselves, so they really can't complain, can they?
That's right. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Have to take every advantage in a match as important as this one for all the marbles in the Caribbean Tag Team Championship.
That's right. You notice there was a mistake made by Hurricane Castillo giving the opportunity to Mr. Pogo. Oh, beautiful drop kick by Castillo.
There you see the speed. Hurricane, both men, hard right. Grabs the left arm once more and back in the ring. A double team. Oh, double shoulders. Down goes Pogo.
There you go. Pogo on the mat. He's unaware for words there. There he goes back to the arm. That's it. Good scientific wrestling, moving, keeping your opponent at ease.
Absolutely. Very fast moves from, I'll tell you, Miguelito and Hurricane Castillo right now. You can say they're two of the best tag team in the world.
Yes, they are, and that's why they are, at this point in time at this match, are the Caribbean Tag Team Champions. You notice that they move with very fluent strides. They're more like a machine. They think as one, and that's what you have to do in tag team wrestling.
And lately, they're looking very sharp. The wrestling gear. Right now, off the ropes. Oh, caught him coming from downstairs, did Pogo.
And here's a chance for Sasaki-san to take the immobilized Miguelito and take advantage of him. When Miguelito's fighting back, he shows that Latin heart, that fire, that temper. And there he goes again. Sasaki-san cutting him off there with a short rake to the eyes, a few savate-type kicks.
Out of martial arts from Sasaki-san, but there's a quick move by Miguelito. Up on the ropes. This very, very fast move. He might have caught him by surprise, as a matter of fact. In tags Hurricane Castillo.
And there he goes. He shoots it. There it is. A big chop and another hit to mobilize the man again. Once again, Castillo back to his man. Never losing track. Big body slam. Big elbow.
Now, Hurricane taking some time. That could be a mistake, but he comes right back on the attack. Starts pounding Sasaki-san. Sasaki-san, one of the young lions in the camp of El Profe. Oh.
Big double elbow.
Royal Academy, he calls it, I believe.
Yes, he does. You notice how Miguelito and Castillo are always tagging in and out. Like I said, that's the key to tag team wrestling there. You have to keep them moving, thinking as one, and be 2 moves ahead.
The fresh man in the ring at all times. And I'll tell you what, this gets a lot hotter for the Caribbean Tag Team title. So, and fans, we're back where the action is. It's Ricky Santana, Rick St. James here on Caribbean Championship Wrestling. What do you think of this match so far, Ricky?
Well, it's been all nip and tuck here. It's a very close match. You know, maybe the fans don't realize how important the Caribbean Tag Team Championship is, but if you can capture that championship, you are becoming a major contender for the World Tag Team Champions, which are currently Danny Dan Crawford and Tom of the Islander.
I understand you and Rufus would like a shot at either the winners of the Caribbean or the World title right now.
That's right. You know, there's a lot of tough tag teams here in the World Wrestling Council, the Batten Twins, Carlito Colon and TNT. And me and Rufus will take on all challenges, and hopefully we'll have that opportunity.
Well, the King coming up later on in the program. Stay tuned for that. But right now, it's a rough battle in there. Mr. Pogo, a number of chops, and now it's a double team. There's Sasaki-san getting in. Oh, missed. And Miguelito on the rampage, off the ropes. Oh, big drop kick. Nails Pogo.
You know, Pogo, he's sitting there. He's at a loss right now. I think with that drop kick, they put him in the next time zone. Tag off to Castillo. Castillo continue to work on that arm. Shoots him off. Big knee. That'll definitely ring your bell.
And a little bit for Sasaki-san in the corner, too. And I'll tell you, Hurricane came in a blowing that time, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and he cleaned house. And right now, he's got Pogo at his advantage. He's got him on the mat, and that's where you want to have him.
Side headlock, tags off Miguelito. One important feature of this tag team is that they're both sons of fantastic wrestlers of yesteryear in their own right.
That's right. They're second-generation wrestlers, and I'm sure that their fathers taught them everything about wrestling there is to know. And right now, Miguelito looks like he's down and out. But if I know Miguelito, he's going to come up firing, because I know that Latin temper and keeps you moving at all times.
There's a kick by Pogo. Reverse kick, and I know that Latin temper is what you're all about in the ring, Ricky.
Yeah, sometimes it's beneficial, and sometimes it makes you get in trouble because you second-guess yourself and do things you didn't really want to do because you're not really thinking.
But you can't change your style or you're in trouble. Right now, Sasaki-san, great scoop slam.
Castillo in there. He had to take care of his partner there on that power slam. You know, those kicks that Sasaki-san will give you, they can definitely put a hurting on you, them savate-type kicks. Them Orientals are very fluent in that. They're taught at a very young age.
Now, that's what I'm thinking. Hurricane saved them, but look at what he saved them for. Sasaki-san really teeing off on Miguelito.
Those knife-like chops, they'll definitely put some hurting on you.
Knife edges now off the ropes. Uh-oh. He missed. He was a little too eager. He missed the drop kick. And now Miguelito has the upper hand. Hard right to the face. Wow. He drove him down to the mat.
That had definitely rearranged Sasaki-san's nose. Well, there he goes. He anticipated the move. Sasaki-san read it and took fullest advantage that he could on that.
Now it's a seesaw battle. And Sasaki-san back on top, back in control for a second. It seems like this match is going back and forth. El Profe might be concerned at this point.
So like I said before, both these teams are tough. And great move by Miguelito, the drop kick.
Look
Mr.
at the kick
Pogo.
up. And now he's going after Sasaki-san, which is the legal man. That's a good question at this point.
I think the referee doesn't even know who the legal man is at this point in time with all the action, the way it's going in and out of this ring.
Profe says, well, throw him outside there. And they always obey El Profe, don't they?
Yes, they do. I think he's their mentor and their master, and they respect his wishes.
Right now, Miguelito trying to recuperate that double team. Being helped there by his partner, Hurricane.
You know, sometimes that's a blessing in disguise when you're out there on the floor. It lets you give a chance to get your senses back to recuperate and maybe think of a counter.
Well, right now, he's going to have to counter the sleeper hold there, applied by Mr. Pogo, one of the masters. And you can wave bye-bye sometimes with this one.
Yes, you can. You can count the lights once they put this on. You know, Mr. Pogo, like you said, is the master of the sleeper. And I think he's got Miguelito right where he wants him right now. Miguelito's trying to fight it, but some lights are getting real dim, and it looks like it could be curtains for him.
Miguelito definitely trying to get to Hurricane. Now he's down on his knees.
Like I said before, it looks like Miguelito's in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Mr. Pogo taking advantage of Miguelito, who had been beat upon for a while by both Sasaki and Pogo, and now he's to his feet, remarkably.
He's still got that fight, and that's that desire, that's that want. When you're in there for the gold, you put out all stops. You go to, there's nothing left.
Very surprising. Miguelito's still on his feet. Right now, you got to wonder if the sleeper is applied perfectly well. Oh, there's a tag.
There's a tag.
In comes Hurricane, but it looks like the referee didn't see it.
No, he didn't see
and
it.
Oh my, look at the other corner. Sasaki-san comes in, double teaming, goes up to the second rope. Big elbow drop right on Miguelito's face.
That's it, and you know, he's taking the toll from that sleeper. Big suplex. Sasaki-san with the cover there.
Hurricane comes in the nick of time. And now, looks like Sasaki-san with a power driver. No!
Miguelito
Blocked by Miguelito. Twice now. And over the back, roll up by Sasaki-san, and very dangerous action there. Miguelito could have been close, getting his back pinned. Now he's pinned against the corner, the wrong corner.
And there comes Pogo again, kicking at those extremities. He's always moving. You notice Mr. Pogo's always up to something. You can never trust him.
Train wreck now. Both men go down. I think that Mr. Pogo missed his golden opportunity.
Yes, he did. Now, as you can see, Miguelito's coming to his feet. You can hear the roar of the crowd. Sometimes it's like an adrenaline. It's like a rush. It keeps you moving.
And there, Miguelito dives for the tag. In comes Hurricane, teeing off on Pogo in the corner. Over with Sasaki. He's a man of fire now. Uh-oh. Double headbutt.
As you can see, Castillo's taking it to him. He's cleaning house. He's kicking butt and taking no names here. There you go. Big elbow.
Both of the Ninja Express are in trouble now. All four men in the ring. Everything's broken loose here. It's for the Caribbean Tag Team title. And let's see who's going to come out on top. Drop kick by the Lent Connection. Out of the ring go the Ninja Express. And El Profe's beside himself outside the ring.
Yes, he is. His team is at a loss right now. They've bailed out. They're taking a siesta break, if you might say. So they're trying to get their thoughts together, trying to figure out what they can do with Castillo and Miguelito.
Right now it's Castillo. Front face lock suplex into the ring comes Pogo. And now look. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. Oh, with Profe holding the leg of Hurricane Castillo.
I don't know if the fans could see that, but El Prophet had Castillo's leg there as he tried to kick out, and they held him down for the 3 count. I think they got shortchanged on that one.
Absolutely, Ricky. I tell you, Profe He's a manager, and he manages to get his men on top.
I'm telling you, it's an injustice. That man should be barred from ringside. I can't believe they're going to let this happen.
Wait a second. Ricky Vargas, another Ricky inside the ring now. He says, oh, he's explaining to Vikingo.
He's explaining what happened. That's great. I'm glad to see that another referee was watching that this injustice wasn't going to happen. He's telling El Vikingo that El Prophet was indeed holding his leg for the 3 count.
So that means that Miguelito and Castillo are still the champions. But I tell you, Pogo and Sasaki-san would have their day a rematch for this title.
Yes, they will, and I'm sure that they've be ready for all challenges that come forth.
Okay, fans, we'll be right back with lots more action.
This match is very interesting simply because these two gentlemen here are going at it tooth and nail, especially this young Sabu. He's up and coming. He's a fighter. He'll stop at nothing to get a victory. I know the feeling. I was that way when I first got into professional wrestling. I took on all comers, and he's going to have a tough one here with this Dr. Death.
Absolutely. El Profe, the mentor of Dr. Death, has taught him every dirty trick in the book.
Yes, he has. You know, and he has the advantage by wearing that mask, believe it or not, because Sabu doesn't have the ability to read his face to see if his opponent is in pain or not.
I'll tell you, Sabu, the young man who would dearly love to beat Dr. Death, be a feather in his cap, and a stepping stone in his career.
Yes, it would be. You know, many of the fans out there don't realize that when you have that desire and that want, that you just sacrifice everything you got to achieve those goals.
I'm sure you recall a lot of the matches you had, springboarded your career into championship caliber.
Yeah, I'm still feeling a few of the knots and the lumps on my head I got on the way up, too.
Absolutely. Right now it's a side headlock. In the prone position, Dr. Death, and I tell you, I'm very surprised that Sabu has taken the offensive so quickly.
Yes, he has, but Dr. Death is no stranger to the wrestling wars. I'm sure he's just laying down playing possum if I know Dr. Death like I do.
Big shoulder block by Sabu. Over the top. Goes for hip toss, but an elbow smash. Now a knee by Dr. Death, more than even the battle.
Yeah, like I said before, this Dr. Death is one tough competitor. He didn't get the name Dr. Death by just laying around.
Well, he's got size advantage definitely on Sabu. And right now, Sabu's mounting a comeback. Look at the chops, hard rights. Irish whip, followed up by the clothesline, and Dr. Death is looking for a tag, and there's nobody home.
There's nobody home. He's looking for a way out. He's used to tag team wrestling, but hey, it's a whole different game out there when you're in singles competition, and I think he's finding that out. And like I said, this Sabu, he's fired up. He's ready to take it to him tooth and nails.
You're on your own like a rolling stone. And right now, it's Dr. Death gaining the advantage with the arm bar.
As you can see, that Dr. Death had to slow Sabu down because he had the momentum going, so he had to pick out a part that he could slow down, and a great reversal by Sabu. So he's thinking 2 moves ahead there, Rick St. James.
Absolutely, and Ricky Vargas right on top of things. And there's the wrist lock now by Sabu.
He's putting pressure on that wrist and forearm and elbow joint. There he goes to locking it in, to having control over his man. And Ricky Vargas, the excellent referee that he is, he's asking Dr. Death if he concedes at this point in time.
Well, right now I think Sabu's got to be a little more offensive, a little more vicious in there, because you're going up against the likes of Dr. Death. And you really have to do something to win the match. He's not going to, let you run over him.
I agree. He's no walkover. He's no piece of cake. And like you said, Sabu has to take it to him. He's got to show him that he's ready to fight. And there he tried to shortcut him there, but Sabu was smart enough to block him and get right back on him. That's it. Don't hesitate. Stay right on him. It looks like he knows a few martial art things. Maybe TNT showed him a few things.
There we see a little bit of the youth coming out there. Should have followed up very quickly. Maintained the aggressive nature that he had built up.
That just shows that Sabu was a little hesitant. Maybe that, like you said, is the inexperience.
Sabu now trying to get out of this. And there it is. No sooner said, but hey, Dr. Death, as if he didn't have a big advantage, grabs him here.
That's it. It seems like he's already have the height and the weight advantage. He's got to stoop to other means. It's amazing to me how some wrestlers can just go out there and do that, but I guess you have to do what you have to do to win.
Well, the fans know who they are, too. I tell you, they don't like the tactics, and they let them know it.
Yes, they do, and that's part of being a fan, I think.
Sabu right now is trying to find an escape. But he better talk to Rufus R. Jones, a master of escapes. Will be coming up next in our main event. But right now it's Dr. Death controlling this match, you can safely say.
He's got that side headlock, you know, he's putting pressure on the temple area and on the neck, and he's slowing young Sabu down. He's trying to bring him to the mat. He's trying to keep him under control, but you know, the fight and desire is still in the young man, and he's still going at it, and I have to give him credit with that.
Rough up your ears, too.
But yeah, may end up giving you a few cauliflowers.
Yes, you can be hearing bells that aren't ringing. Right now, Dr. Death, couple of chops, couple of knees, and just a roughhouse tactic. No wrestling from Dr. Death, but I'll tell you, I know that Sabu's feeling it.
Yes, you can. When them 300-pound ham hocks come flying across your back area, you're definitely going to feel it.
And now it's a top baseline. And Dr. Death showing some speed now, but he gets caught by Sabu. Looks like a little bit of Indian action there.
But if you notice there, Dr. Death knew that Sabu was getting the momentum going once again, and he bailed out. He's taking his time. That shows a little bit of a veteran in him.
Yes, sir. Mark of an experienced pro. And that's what they have in a marquee, professional wrestling.
Now he's thinking it over. He's deciding what he needs to do. Like I said, when you're in wrestling, you have to think 2 moves ahead.
You see now what he's doing. He's riling the crowd.
And he's also buying time. I know he's out there. He's getting his wind back. He's reprogramming. He's trying to slow Sabu down. He's taking his time. He knows he's got that 20 count out there. He's a veteran.
I'm sure that he's trying to distract Sabu in some fashion. The quicker that he can get the 1, 2, 3, the happier he's going to be. You never want to get upset by a young comer.
No, you don't. You never want to have that notch in the loss column, especially by an up-and-coming young wrestler like Sabu himself.
Try to take all your glory. Dr. Death certainly earned his place here in the World Wrestling Council. Right now he's trying to take down Sabu, who's very surprisingly been up to par in this match so far. Let's see how it goes. A little overconfidence in the Profes part.
Yes, he has. You know, he's usually out there handling his men, but I guess he has enough confidence in Dr. Death, or maybe he underestimates Sabu not to be the caliber of wrestler that he really is.
That could be a mistake. Ricky Vargas now. Ricky Vargas Benitez, I believe.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure he'll let me know if I'm not right. Irish whip. Misses with the chop. Sabu now on the offensive.
He's throwing haymakers right and left.
Sabu's letting it all hang out.
He's not pulling anything back, and that's the way you got to be. Stay on him there. There you go.
Grabs the mask into the turnbuckle. Follows him up into the corner. A little bit of martial arts action. In comes Sabu, couple of chops. And now Sabu ripping apart that chest. Oh, mistake there. Very quick, Dr. Death. Look at that move, Ricky.
Yes, that power driver right there, that could be all for Sabu. Yes, it is. Like I said, the inexperience of the young wrestler didn't pay off here, and Dr. Death is your victor with the power driver.
He rung his bell, fans. Up next is the Wrestling Inquirer. Fans, we're we're back. The Wrestling Inquirer tonight takes us to action last week in Carolina. A very important match for two titles. The TV title held by Carlitos Colon and the Caribbean Championship held by Jason. There you see Carlitos Colon with his famous figure 4 leg lock on Jason the Terrible.
It looks like Carlito Colon has got him right where he wants him, and once again, Cheeky Star makes his presence be known by using a foreign object to render Carlitos Colon senseless at this point.
Looked like brass knuckles, and he knocked Carlitos into next month with that hard right. And there you see the effects on Jason. He can barely get up. His leg is visibly punished. Look at him.
You can tell that this match is taking its toll both on Jason and Carlitos Colon at this point.
Oh, look at the face. Look at the mask. Right, doing the damage right on the face of Carlitos.
That's right. Carlos's face is a crimson mask right now. He's bleeding profusely, and Jason has the advantage at this point. He's injured. You can tell he's nursing that leg. He needs to get it moving here. Carlos, he's being picked up. He's slammed. I know that jars every bone in the body. Jason, as you can see, is hampering that leg. He must have had it injured from that figure 4. Carlos is bleeding profusely from where Cheeky Star has hit him with the foreign object. Jason's going to the top. Cheeky's giving him the instructions. Carlos is laying prone in the prone position.
Carlos is out of it. Oh, my. That's got to be. And there you see, fans, the new television champion is Jason the Terrible, adding that to the Caribbean Championship, but he's in bad shape.
Yes, he is. You know, he's hurting. He may be the champion, but he may have won the battle, but the war is not over. I'm sure Carlitos Colon is not done yet.
And fans, we'll be back with lots more action after this.
James, in care of Caribbean Championship Wrestling, P.O. Box 8900, Santurce, Puerto Rico 00910. Keep those letters and cards coming because I read them all personally.
That's right. All our stars do here on Caribbean Championship Wrestling. And 2 of those stars are up next in our main event. One man who was a friend of yours, and one man who was a partner of mine, as a matter of fact, Hangman Bobby Jaggers in his farewell to Puerto Rico, as it were.
Yes, you might say that, but you know, Rufus, the king of wrestling, R. Jones, you know, he's always got a few surprises here and there, but I'm sure Bobby Jaggers...
Good times, to say the least, Ricky.
Yes, it is. Yes,
well, let's go ringside to our main event. And there is the cowboy, Kansas, thereabouts, a scarf. You know him as Hangman Bobby Jaggers.
Yeah, but I see my main man, Rufus R. Jones, is out there. He's going to take it to him. It's going to be a 2-6er from the start.
Look at that man go. Hard right from Rufus R. Jones with his crown on his head. The match hasn't even started officially. Unless you know something I don't, Ricky.
No, but the king is taking it to him. He's not waiting. He's just setting Bobby on fire right here. The crowd's going crazy. And Rufus R. Jones hitting with them big bones of his. He's pumped up. He's ready to move. Big elbow. Bobby decides he's better up on the floor than in the ring.
Jagger doesn't know where he is, if he's coming or going. And there's the man that's causing it all. A fan's favorite. Good times, Rufus R. Jones, alias the King.
You know, Rufus R. Jones, he's a veteran in his own right, but I know Bobby Jaggers like the back of my right hand. He's a devious, sneaky individual, and Rufus has got to be careful because Bobby will come from all corners. You know, that's one thing about Bobby Jaggers. You can say he's a tough cookie, a wrestler throughout, but most of all, he'll do anything to win.
As a matter of fact, featured on the cover of Superstars Wrestling magazine is a picture of big battles against Bobby Jaggers.
Like I said, Rick St. James, me and Bobby Jaggers are no strangers, and he's one tough cookie. So Rufus R. Jones, heed warning, keep your eyes open.
Elder King, the referee right now. He's watching Good Times in action. Look at those double punches. And the moves, I tell you.
That That Rufus R. Jones has got more moves than I've seen any man in professional wrestling. And right now, Bobby Jaggers wished that he wasn't in the ring with Rufus R. Jones.
Well, I'm sure you're right from the looks of it. Jagger's not off to one of his faster starts.
I think Bobby's looking for a way out. Jaggers is uneasy with himself, and here comes Rufus again with that big suit bone of his. I bet you he's feeling that tomorrow, the next day, and next week.
Down goes Jaggers. 2 count. Jaggers manages to get out of that pinning predicament.
Barely, though, barely. Rufus is on the attack here. He's got the offense going. Bobby Jaggers is begging for mercy.
I think Jaggers is dizzy myself.
Very obvious he doesn't know where he's at right now. He's been hit with so many rights, he's begging for a left.
Look at that shake, right, and roll by Rufus R. Jones.
King is fired up. He's ready to go tonight. He's going to take it to Bobby Jaggers.
He's got all his fans in his corner as well. Look at fast Eddie Grice, ringside as always. Flashing away his camera. Meanwhile, it's a Mexican standoff now.
Rufus is just being a little bit leery there. He wants to see what Bobby's got up his sleeve there.
Jaggers wants the power move because he's got that weight behind it.
Oh, well, Rufus R. Jones is no slouch either. He's a big man. He carries his weight very well.
Apparently, Jaggers hasn't got a strategy as of yet. He better get one soon. It might be too late. Look at the hard rights and lefts coming from, obviously, a boxing background in Rufus R. Jones.
Yeah, Rufus has done a little bit of boxing in his day, as you can see, and Bobby Jaggers wishes that he was somewhere else right now. He's hanging on that corner for dear life.
On the top rope now, Jaggers in bad shape. And so far, it's been all Rufus.
Yes, it has. I think in this Pier 6 brawl, Rufus R. Jones would fight a buzzsaw, and I'd give him the first 2 rounds.
Well, how confident do you feel going into your tag team battles when you're with Rufus?
Well, Rufus is one heck of a partner, and he's very confident, and with that headbutt, the way he uses it like that as an extra weapon, there's no way we could be beat.
Well, I'll tell you, he's got an awfully hard head. It's hard to try to punch him. You might break your hand on that head.
As Bobby Jaggers has already seen. Shortcut of Bobby Jaggers. I told you about that, man. He'll come from all corners.
I don't know if you noticed, but he waited for the exact opportunity. Rufus turned his head just slightly. There he is.
That's what makes Bobby Jaggers what Bobby Jaggers is today.
Dangerous.
Sneaky individual.
Now he's going downstairs to the midsection. Now he's trying a little bit of, look at the jab. Oh my, he's trying to do his Muhammad Ali. But I don't know if he's got the ability of a Rufus R. Jones in the punching category right now. Doing pretty well. Rufus staggered. Uh-oh, he blocks. Hard right. Heads back to the jab in the eye.
There you go. Bobby Jaggers once again scooping down into his bag of tricks, digging down deep. Look at that mud on Bobby Jaggers. Only a mother would love that face.
He grabs the hair of Rufus. And he's breaking, well, he's a rule breaker, Ricky. What else can you say?
Oh, you can't. I can verify for that.
Now, draped over the second rope is Rufus R. Jones. And it's on the attack for Jaggers.
You see, Bobby's making one mistake there. Jaggers, you should be on top of Rufus R. Jones because he's not going to be just sitting there in a prone position for too long a time if I know Rufus R. Jones.
Jaggers of Jayhawk fame in control. And fans, we will be back in a minute.
Well, fans, we're back with the main event in which the king of wrestling, Rufus R. Jones, is taking on the Hangman Bobby Jaggers, and the Hangman is in control. And Rick James, that's where he loves to be, in control.
Right now, he's got control of the windpipe of Rufus R. Jones, and he's choking him, Bob.
That's a blatant chokehold, and he's hiding it very well from the referee, El Vikingo. And Rufus R. Jones is a little slow moving at the junction right now.
Hey, Bobby's got an innocent look on his face, but don't let that fool you. He's one despicable character inside that ring.
I can verify that because I've wrestled against the man many a time, and like I said before, he'll stoop at anything to win.
Well, I actually saw him hang you from outside that rope once.
Yes, he will. He'll hang you, he'll kick you, he'll bite you, he'll do anything. He'll try to poke your eyes out. That's just the type of athlete Bobby Jaggers is.
He's got a reverse chin lock on Rufus. And I'll tell you, Rufus has slowed down. He had a very fast beginning. I think he might have worn himself out initially. He's trying to get a second win.
Yeah, I think Rufus R. Jones is playing possum. I know Rufus R. Jones very well, and he's just waiting for Bobby Jaggers to make that one fatal mistake. And look out, people, Rufus R. Jones is going to explode.
In the meantime, it's Jaggers. And I'll tell you, Jaggers is in control, but the fans sense something. They're cheering their favorite on, the King. Let's see if he can come back. A couple of punches to the kid. Oh, there it is. Now he's out of the hole. Oh, train wreck. Roof is known as a freight train, but this one caught him unawares.
That's it. You know, Rick St. James, both of these men are way over the 260-pound mark, and when they hit, it's like two trains colliding. One of them's got to go down, and in this case, both of them go down. Bobby Jaggers is to his feet at first, but there he goes. Downstairs.
A haymaker by Rufus R. Jones. Comes back with a chop, and now looks like he's hearing some music that we don't hear, because he's on a roll.
That's it. He's rocking and rolling. He's strutting and strolling, and Bobby Jaggers definitely doesn't know where he's at. He just got hit with one of them big old headbutts. Rufus R. Jones wreaking havoc.
I think Jaggers is ready to fall flat on his face. Yo! One. Oh.
Near fall there, near fall. Rufus R. Jones got to keep it going, He's got to stay on Jaggers, because Jaggers is double tough.
Elbow smash right on the jaw. 1, 2. There's something left in Jaggers.
I told you that Jaggers is a fighter. He don't quit.
Oh, now he catches Rufus coming in. Big knee, elbow smash. Now, this could be it the other way, but no. Rufus, a lot of fight left in him.
He shows you what kind of character Rufus R. Jones has. He's still fighting. Oh, reversal there.
Leapfrog by Jaggers. Clothesline. Oh, my.
That just shows the ability of Bobby Jaggers to go to the aerial attack when he has to.
Oh, the leg is on the ropes. There could be no 3 count. Jaggers thinks he's won the match.
That's Bobby's first mistake. Rufus R. Jones, the smart wrestler that he is, goes in behind. 1, 2, 3. There it is.
Oh, comeback by Rufus R. Jones, the King, who wins this match. And fans will be right back. Well, Ricky, what about this program we have for the fans tonight?
It's very exciting, and you'll always see the best in professional wrestling here on Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Well, I bet you you don't know what's coming up next week.
Bet you I do. I bet you I do. It's a coal miners match with $5,000 tied atop of the pole, which is 15 feet in the air, and a whole bunch of wrestlers going after that money.
So Battle Royale, what wouldn't you do to get up there and get that $5,000? Too bad I'm not a wrestler. I would have gone for it, I'll tell you myself. Along with that, we'll have the Wrestling Inquirer as every week.
Every week.
So fans, don't miss it. And until then, for Ricky Santana, I'm Rick St. James. Good night, and may God bless.